Today I'm going to make you one of my favorite go-to classic cocktails for when a guest wants something like a Sazerac or maybe a Manhattan. It's an excellent cocktail, but the history behind the name is what really makes it interesting. So you might just want to stick around for that. Let's make Remember the Maine. The USS Maine was an American battleship sent to Havana in January 1898 to protect American interests during the Cuban War of Independence against Spain. On the night of February 15th, less than 3 weeks of her arrival, the ship suddenly explodes, sinks, and about 250 of its crew dies. The cause of the explosion was investigated, and they quickly came to the conclusion that it must have been a Spanish undersea mine, back then also known as a torpedo. But there were also other very valid speculations that the explosion was caused by a spontaneous fire in the coal bunkers. One thing we know for sure is that no one knew for sure. And we still don't. The press very soon got involved and exaggerated and distorted the little information they could get their hands on. So it wasn't long before "Remember the Maine, to hell with Spain" became the rallying cry. So the United States declared war on Spain. Hey, any good reason to start a war, am I right? So for the ingredients, we're going to use rye whiskey, just like in a regular Manhattan. If you prefer bourbon, go ahead and use that. Absinthe, Cherry Heering, and I used this a couple of weeks ago when I was making the Singapore Sling. And then some sweet vermouth. We're going to start with a 1/4 ounce of Cherry Heering. 3/4 ounce of your sweet vermouth. And 2 ounces of your whiskey. Add some ice to your mixing glass. This cocktail is going to be served up, which means we have to stir it long enough to be diluted and chilled enough. Feel free to, at any time, straw taste your cocktail. I highly encourage it. Going to garnish with a lemon twist. So before I taste this, I just want to mention that you can find this cocktail in Charles H. Baker's Gentleman's Companion from 1939. Alright, let's give it a go. So just like I said in the beginning of the video, this is somewhere in between a Manhattan and a Sazerac with a hint of fruit from the Cherry Heering. And this is a great alternative when you want to switch things up just a little bit. And if you're still here, I appreciate it very much. I'll see you next time, friends. Cheers to you.